Hello and welcome to another episode of Discover with Spinati. Today we're talking about how to chew better so you can live better. Today's episode number 102. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Now let's get straight to it. How do you chew better and how do you live better? Now obviously this is a spin-off the Spinati Dentistry's motto, which is smile better, live better. Because when you smile better, you automatically live better. But we're talking about chewing today, and I'm going to show you some cases on some people, true, that have fixed or are in the process of fixing their bite, but what happened before they fixed their bite and how you can prevent something like that from occurring to you. So here you can see on the left side, you can see the before, and the right side, you can see it's not really the after, it's still in between treatment, but the drastic difference. I'm going to point them out. You can see here there's a lot of abstraction lesions, so a lot of loss of tooth structure near the root. There's a lot of gum loss. There's a lot of bone loss. You can see there's a crossbite in the front where the front teeth and the top, they meet behind the front teeth and the bottom. So there's a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of spacing there. And then the after, we close the space, we fixed the crossbite, we covered all the roots. And so now he was experiencing sensitivity. He was having difficulty chewing. There was a lot of things happening there simply because of a bad bite. Obviously, he's missing teeth as well, but also that lend that was as a result of having a bad bite, which trapped a lot of bacteria, causing cavities. And so he lost teeth as he was growing up. And so the one thing that you can take away from this is that if you have a bite like that, if you have a cross bite, or if you have spaces between your teeth, if you have missing teeth, then you are going towards a path that is not really healthy for your mouth. Patient B, now here you can see this is not an ortho case, right? It's not an orthodontic case, not full mouth case, but it's simple. And simple means that I can explain it to you in a way that you can probably relate to it. So here you can see the before and after. This lady comes in and she had this chip on one of her teeth. Okay, now obviously that's porcelain there. Now that is due to simply because of her bite. So because her bite was not aligned properly, and I know you can't see the rest of her teeth, but the rest of her teeth have been porcelainated. Okay, have been covered with porcelain. And so because she didn't really balance her bite prior to putting all this porcelain, now her bite's not properly balanced. And so she's more prone to fracturing her porcelain. And that's why when a lot of people come to me, they ask for cosmetics, they ask for veneers or whatever, because they don't come with the understanding of how their bite actually relates to their overall health and how it's going to affect the longevity of their veneers. After the education, 99% of literally everybody sees what would happen if the bite is not properly aligned prior to them getting cosmetic work. And here you can see the result of somebody not getting their bite aligned prior to getting cosmetic work. And as a result, they've chipped this part, and obviously it's expensive to fix it. Similarly here. So here you have a bite that is off. Now this person does have their bite is appropriately done, right? Their bite is balanced. I know this because they've done orthodontics, and orthodontics was done really well, but the filling wasn't done appropriately to the bite. And so because the filling was a little bit too long, and so it interfered every single time the person was moving their mouth, that caused that filling to fracture. And as you can see here, the filling fractured. And so the patient came to me and she wanted it to get built up. Obviously, she wanted it cosmetically done. And so I did that for her. Now, this gentleman here, you can see that he lost one of the teeth. Now, I don't know if you can actually pinpoint which one of the teeth he actually lost, because the lab did such a phenomenal job. And obviously, I had to coach the lab in order for them to do a phenomenal job. I mean, don't discount my work either, but teamwork is where the winning is. And so the teamwork with me in the lab caused this thing or this outcome to happen. And as you can see here, he does have some chipping, but the majority of his teeth are there. He's missing some teeth. I didn't show you the rest of his teeth, but there's a reason why he lost that tooth. Now, one of the reasons why is because he had high trauma on that area, and also because of something called compensatory eruption, which occurs, and I'll show you on the last slide, which occurs because when teeth don't meet properly in the front, the teeth start to over erupt in the front, and then you start to see Oh, there it is right here on the left side. You can see this is what the definition of compensatory or compensatory eruption looks like on the left side, where you can't even see the lower teeth anymore. You can't see them you can't see any of it. And you can see how the gums have become a lot more protruded. They've become, a lot more pronounced. Okay. And they're pushed upward. And that's because the teeth are not meeting properly, because the bite's not good. The bite on the right, patient G, patient on the right, you can see here that they've ground their teeth severely. They've also experienced compensatory eruption. So now they have a lot of bony growth where they shouldn't have bony growth, and they have a lot of the irregularities with regards to their gums, and they've lost a lot of teeth. They have separation, a lot of chipping. So there's a lot of things going on. A lot of there's some gum recession there, bone loss. So that's what happens. That's what occurs when you have a bad bite. So going with the theme of today's talk, which is to chew better and to live better, what better way to chew better than to get your bite assessed? So come on in to Spinetti Dentistry, get your bite assessed so we can help you live a beautiful life. And until next time, and as always, keep smiling. Good night.